Hi, everybody. Da, da, da. It's Monday night at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock if you're in Central. And I'm Pat Russell, the very proud business leader of Golden Opportunity Sales. And tonight, it's my team's turn to share some information with you to help you build your business. And you know what I believe, because I'm old school, it's the power of the demonstration. The demonstration builds the desire for the product. And having the words to say about those products and not just, oh, this is a bowl and isn't it a pretty color, makes all the difference in your success. People want to hold parties with people who have good product knowledge. And I know that's something that we all are always working to learn and to get better at. And we've got some comments. We've got some people watching. Yay. Oh, wow. Hey, Colleen is here. And my friend Carla's here. And Brooke's here. I love seeing who's here. We want everybody with us. So I also am going to let you know that I have a very special person who's going to train with you tonight. So I want you all to grab a notebook. Now, this is only going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. This is quick, but it'll still be on your pages and you can go back and watch it. I'm bringing with you tonight my best Tupper buddy, and I'm going to bring her on right now. One of my very best Tupper buddies. She and I have been in Tupperware forever together, and she is one of the best demonstrators I know. And Holly, this is Holly Williams, everybody, from Bethel, Vermont. So everybody say hi to Holly. I want some highs. And Holly loves to do in-home parties because she knows how much easier it is to do an in-home party. She also knows she can do a virtual when her schedule gets crazy. But it always comes back to the demonstration, because when Holly does parties, she's always going live doing demonstrations and sharing the needs for the product. And Brooke is saying, tell us where you're watching from. Now, see, I'm quick and fast, guys. So I see you getting some love, Holly. Isn't that awesome? So Holly's sample of the Thatsa Bowl Tower just came in. So I'm going to turn it over to Holly and let her share with you how she's going to demonstrate and create a desire for the Thatsa Bowl Tower. And remember, it is also a host gift special in the month of March. That's even more exciting. So Miss Holly, it's all yours, babe. I'm jumping off. I'll be back when you're done.
Thanks, Pat. Hi, everybody. I was so excited to open this. I've been looking at the colors and I'm like, this is growing on me. Now that I've opened them, I absolutely love it. But you know how Tupperware is? They have all these unique colors. So I don't know about you. I had to write them down. So I have a little list down here and I'll talk about the colors, but I'll give you a little bit of information about each of the bowls too. So my favorite party is an in-home party. And the best thing to do is to touch the Tupperware. So that's what I want people to be able to do through the live that we're doing tonight. So if you notice my setup, I have the largest bowl up here, and then the traditional Thatsa bowl, and then I have these all going down to the smallest. When you do a demo and you put the biggest one on the bottom and you want to show them how nicely they stack inside each other, you are defeated from the beginning because the biggest one is on the bottom. So we're going to start with the biggest one first. This one is 42 cups. It has two fabulous handles on the side and a nice big, what I call Mickey Mouse ear tab to be able to open this. Because it is a round seal, it is liquid and airtight. So you might think it's just like this giant bowl. What am I going to do with that? Well, I find I use this one probably more than any of the others because when I mix and match things like making a salad or mixing up some kind of bread dough or something, I want there to be lots and lots of room. Inside here, Tupperware has a beautiful textured surface. So if you are a person that uses a hand mixer, or I like the wire whisk a lot, that works really, really well in here. And like all the Thatsa bowls, they have a thumb hole to be able to tip up. So when I'm mixing up my big potato salad, actually earlier tonight I cooked off 5 pounds of potatoes, and I was like, I make mashed potatoes and I put in some ranch dressing powder and some cream cheese, and yeah, you're gonna make them really yummy. I could do them in a nice small bowl, but when you want to mix them, you want to have plenty of room. So you can drop all those into here, use your mixer, and then it just makes it easy to have everything kind of conformed in there. Because it's curved on the bottom, you don't have any little pockets for things to get caught in, makes it really easy there. So think about it, Thanksgiving, you have that turkey carcass, you don't want to pick it over today, put it in here, cut up a watermelon. This works really great if you are having a lot of kids around. You can fill it with ice and put little bottles of Gatorade or things in that like that in there for the kids. So this is the color maple. And if you're from Vermont, maple, it's almost maple season. Think about the giant bowl of sugar on snow. So if you're not from around here, sugar on snow means that you take snow and pack it in here. And I've done it with ice cubes before. And then you take maple syrup and you cook it down and you let some more of the water come out. And then when you drop it in some cold water in a glass and it floats to the bottom as a round ball, it's perfect. You swirl it over the top of the snow, and then everybody takes a fork and they twirl it up like taffy, and it is the best stuff. And so maple is the perfect name for this big bowl. So 42 cups, you'll be able to mix in a lot of different things like that. The second size down is our traditional Thatsa bowl. This is where we went from the fix and mix to adding the thumb hole, makes it a perfect size, same size seal. A lot of times I run into people at vendor events and they're like, oh, I just want that big bowl that you used to have. And I was like, oh, we have that big bowl. Oh, no, this one used to be bigger. Well, the fix and mix isn't as big as this. Fix and mix is 26 cups. This is 32, but the same seal will fit on the top. And this is the same seal as your round keeper. So if you're a person that likes to mix and match colors, you can certainly do that. Again, round seal, so it's liquid tight. When you open this, it has all those same features. It's nice and deep, it's textured, and because it has a round seal, it's liquid and airtight. I've used this before as a cake holder. Put a nice plate with a beautiful cake, put it underneath there. It's going to keep it nice and moist because it keeps the moisture in, it keeps the critters and stuff out. So what I like about this is this will nest really nicely into the bottom of there. And then I can put my seals here together. And this is the stack that I'm going to have everything in one little area in my cupboard. That one there is called Cozy Rosy. So that's kind of a unique color, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then you're going to have your Thatsa bowl that I probably use second the most. And this is the one that's so easy to quick mix things. So these two here, common sizes, but this one is great for your cake mix because cake mix is very powdery, and when you put it in and you go to mix it, it kind of has a tendency to float all over. So you have a little bit of room here to be able to have that, to be able to store in there. If you're going to do your 5 pounds of mashed potato or potato salad, mix it in the big one and then pour it in here. It works really, really beautifully. This one is 19 cups, and this one is called Sweet Morning. I don't know who came up with these, but they're pretty nice. And it's a really beautiful, soft color. But this is the one that you're going to be able to use, and the kids like to use this size too. They can put their thumb in here and still be able to stir and mix and do things like that. Also in our sales flyer for the month of March is our silicone spatula, which is one of my absolute favorites for a couple of reasons. When you use this and you rub against the sides, you can almost clean the bowl out so much you never knew you had worked in it. So you might want to make sure and wash it. But this works really well. It's a very rubbery kind of surface. It's also great for using in hot liquids. You could stir spaghetti sauce and things like that. So definitely something you want to add to your collection. We have an even smaller one in the flyer. So that's a nice buy one and get the second one. Now this one's going to nest very nicely into there. And then we're going to take that seal and we're going to put it in that pile. We're going to come down to this one, and this one we call celery. And I think that this is the perfect size when you want just that little bit of something, maybe some cut up fruit, maybe tossed salad or things like that. Super, super size for that. But when you're making scrambled eggs, this is the go-to. It's easy to put 6 or 8 eggs in here, scramble them up. I use my silicone a lot and make crustless quiche, meaning you just pour in the eggs, you add broccoli, cheese, ham, onion, whatever you happen to like, and that's it. You don't have to form a crust. You don't have to worry about the carbs or the gluten from that. And then this one is really easy to mix and to be able to pour it in there. So that one will fit in there super nicely for you. And there we go. We're going to put that other seal right in that pile. Now we're going to come down to this little guy here. This is basil, and this one is 6 cups. And a lot of times people are looking for something you have to mix up your liquids and your dry ingredients separately. This is always a really good one for the liquids. It's really easy to put things in here, whisk them up, but also for your cut up vegetables and things like that, you can put them in here. Sometimes when you're preparing to make like a stew or something like that, you've got to cut up your celery and your potatoes and your carrots and things like that. This guy here is 6 cups, so it's just a perfect size. But I have a lot of recipes that call for 3 cups of flour, and I often will double that recipe. So this is my perfect measuring cup. I can put 6 cups of flour in there, use my spatula to flatten off the top, and this just goes right in my recipe. So it makes it really easy to be able to do. But think about those dips and things in the summer months. I have a wonderful caramel dip, also one that's made with marshmallow. So if you're interested in that, love to date a party and we can figure out how to do that. So that one will sit down inside there. There's one more seal for us. And then look at this little guy. Its name is Olivia. So must be somewhere in the Tupperware chain, there's an Olivia. So this one here, when I look at it, I tried so hard to figure out exactly what I would call it for a color. And it's like a deep celery gray. I don't know. It's just so beautiful. It's really shiny. But this one, I just used tons. Lots of times you want to strain out something. Maybe I just made carrot cake and I used pineapple in my recipe and I needed to strain it, but I want to save the liquid. I could put my strainer in here. Liquid would go into the bottom of here. This is a great personal salad bowl for yourself. You can take it along with you. But this one here is 2.5 cups. So again, perfect to measure out your flour, sugar, like I needed confectionery sugar when I made the cream cheese frosting for the carrot cake tonight. So you can do all kinds of different things with this size there. And you can see how nicely they will all nest inside of each other. And so they're the bowls you're going to go to every day for something. There'll be something that you need, and all through the different seasons, whether it's beach weather or whether you're going to have kids parties or adult parties or things like that. And so for $75, it is the best set. But you know what? You need 2. You need one for you and one to gift out, because it would make some beautiful gifts with Easter coming, Mother's Day, all those different things there. Well, I can tell you how you can get one for free. And then when you purchase one, it will go toward getting one for free. So we need to talk about dating a Tupperware event. So after we do all our mixing and we make things, we're going to want some tools to be able to work with. And so right now, the measuring cups and spoons are also on sale. And if you're not familiar with the measuring cups, what Tupperware has done is they're very what they call ergonomic. When you set this down, the back of it balances so that your liquid or your solid stays very flat and easy to work with in there, especially when you get to the smaller amounts. It actually touches down there. Yeah, to keep it from spilling. Because a lot of times this would be your oil or maybe your vanilla or something like that. Also, did you know that Tupperware is one of the few measuring cups in the world that actually has a 1/3 and a 2/3 measuring amount in here? So that's very specific. And what Tupperware's done now is they've embossed the measurement in here. So you can actually see it. You don't have to worry about it coming off. It's not painted on there or anything like that. Think about how nicely that will sit in your drawer or in your cabinet so that you have it for your baking or whatever you have to be making. The same with the measuring spoons. They all nest on top of each other. Makes it really easy to pull one apart at a time, clean it, wash it, and stack them up. They do the same. Look at this guy. When you have your vanilla in there or your almond extract, that tail is sitting there and it keeps it nice and stable. So when you go to pick it up and put it in, you're not having to wiggle all over the place. And so they all work in that same way. You could line them all up here and it makes it really easy to work with. I know a lot of babies that like to chew on these measuring spoons because they're just so nice and smooth. And, you know, their little gums, not once they have teeth, but with their gums. And those will stack up so nicely. Just think of a young couple, maybe getting married, or maybe it's time to upgrade your mother or your mother-in-law's Tupperware collection. Maybe they've had some for years. It's time to get them a beautiful new set. So that'll work really well there. And if you're going to do any celebrating, whether it's, you know, Mother's Day or a cookout or something like that, one of my favorites is the large snack store. I think Pat likes to call it the Colquitt Keeper because I remember, Pat and I did Tupperware years ago together. We were very competitive to each other, and she took the avenue of taking over and became a business leader. And I'm a middle school science teacher, so but both of us have loved Tupperware for years, and all that is given to us. So it's pretty awesome to be a Tupperware consultant. What I like about this is it's sheer now. You can tell what's in there. And it has this nice recessed lip here. So when you do put the seal on, if you look at it, it's very deep there. And that's really here to the container and seal it up nice and tightly. And I don't know about you, have you ever bought any Tupperware and that last corner is super hard to put on? Well, a little secret is you put your seal in some hot water, and then you stretch it onto the container one corner at a time, leave it for a couple hours, and it'll be the perfect size. Because Tupperware makes their seals really tight in the beginning so that they will have a longevity of keeping things airtight or liquid tight. So square is airtight. And so now if you put your cookies or brownies or whatever you happen to have in there, they're all good to go. This is also one of my favorites for salads in the summer. Potato salad, macaroni salad, things like that. The round bowls are wonderful, but these will sit down into the base of your cooler. And then so that you can actually stack things up from there. So I hope that you took away a couple ideas of things that you can use the wonderful Thatsa Bowl Set or some of the other wonderful sale items for the month of March. And I have to tell you, I'm so happy for Pat retiring. But boy, am I going to miss her for all of these trainings and meetings. And so I wish her well. Good luck, Pat.
Holly, you're the sweetest. Thank you so very much. And everybody, wasn't that amazing? That's the power of the demonstration. Couldn't have done it better myself, Holly. Love it. And I really never knew about the tail on the measuring cups and spoons. You taught me something new, my friend. You always do. I love it. So everybody, we're going to thank Holly, and I'm going to share one more idea with you tonight. And then we're going to say goodnight. So Holly, thank you again. It was fabulous. Lots of wonderful comments coming through. I didn't put them on screen because I didn't want to distract you as you were doing your wonderful demonstration. That's an in-home, that's a virtual, that's a live. That's how you show people the value of Tupperware. It's not just a bowl. Holly, you're awesome. We love you. Thank you so much. So happy. Because I think this March flyer is so gorgeous, and we all think it's gorgeous, I'm going to challenge you all to do something. If you haven't ordered your March brochures, step 1, do that tonight. Step 2 is I want you to do what I call and have called for years, plant and harvest. I want you to take 10 flyers, and I want you to mail those flyers out. And yes, I would put them in an envelope. You can get the envelope from Staples. They are called an invitation envelope. They're very easy. They slide right in there. And I want you to mail 10 brochures to 10 people that you'd like to do a party with in March. Because my friends, there's nothing like getting that flyer in the mail and seeing those gorgeous colors. And what I want you to do is something else. On the flyer, I want you to take a Post-it note and write a personal note to every person that you're mailing it to. And it could be something like, April, look at these spring colors. I thought of you as soon as I saw them. They're gorgeous. I'm lining up my March parties, and I thought of you. When you call me to schedule your party, before I call you, I'll have an extra gift for you. So the planting is mailing out 10 brochures. The harvest part, you got to follow up. You've got to reach out to those people that you mailed it to. And I'm going to tell you, try talking on this really expensive text machine. Reach out because now they expect your call. They know you're going to be calling because you said on the note you're going to call. And then you call and say, hey, Carla, did you get my flyer? Did you see all those gorgeous spring colors? Carla, you're one of my best customers. You're one of my best hosts. I just got a couple dates open and I thought of you. I've got this date and this date. Let's get everybody together and have some fun. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to challenge you Go do an in-home party in March. Do 2, do 3, do 4, do 1 a week, do 2 a week. Because my friends, the easiest place to date parties is at a party. Absolutely, positively, hands down. Being with people and being able to share with them why they should be a hostess is where you're going to date your new parties. So now we can't stop with 10. Plant and harvest, I'm going to challenge you to do it all through the month of March, So every week you are mailing out 10 flyers. You want to do more? Mail out 20. Mail out 20 this week. I like to mail out 10 because I know I can follow up with the 10. So if you mail out 10, you follow up, you've talked to 8, mail out the next batch. Give them a date or 2 to get the flyer in the mail so they have a chance to look at it. I love it. And I'm going to tell you a secret, my friends. The first time your phone rings or you get a text message from one of the people you mailed that flyer to that says, Carla, I'm ready to party. You're going to do the happy dance around your desk and you can send me flowers. Just kidding. No flowers necessary. This works. It has worked for years. Plant and harvest. Mail out, get the real brochure. Guys, they're gorgeous. Spend the money, invest in yourself, invest in your business, get the tools you need. And yes, I know postage is expensive, but guess what? You mail 10 flyers and you date a party that's $1,000. You made $250. Well, that paid for your postage, right? All right. April says, oh, that's crap. April's making me laugh. She goes, listen to Pat. Yeah, sometimes, guys, I get on my soapbox. I am on my soapbox about this. I know you can date parties, and I know you can date in-home parties. We just had somebody in our company that did an in-home party on Saturday. It was $780. $780. It was in 2 hours. Oh my gosh, my friends, do your math. $780 times 25, and it's not closed yet. She made $195 in 2 hours. That's almost $100 an hour. Yes, there's work that went into it before, but seriously, do you want to make some serious money? Do you want to date more parties than you can hold? Turn back to the in-home party. All right, everybody, I love you all. And yes, for those of you who have not heard yet, I am retiring as a business leader at the end of February. And why am I retiring? Just because it's time for new adventures. It is Tupperware is alive and well, and I believe with our new CEO, our company is going to soar. I'm leaving because it's time for me to do something new. After 3 years as a consultant, 10 years as a manager, and 28 years as a business leader, it's time to open up a new door and see what's out there. I love this business. I'll still be a consultant. I'll still be watching y'all. And I want to tell you that our new business leader at Golden Opportunity Sales is Marilyn Billings, and she's named her company Shoot for the Moon Enterprises. And we're so excited for her. And thank you for all the love. I love you all. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to do something different. All right, everybody, have a great night. Plant and harvest. Let's stay focused on that and not worried about me. Plant and harvest and go grow your business this spring. Thanks all.